And we want to dive deeper into this system by talking with some of the experts. Joining me now from Miami is Ken Graham, the National Hurricane Center Director. And Ken, you know, this is a system, the folks across our part of the Gulf Coast, we're talking about southern Alabama, the Panhandle, and the Mississippi coast. We really don't have much more time to prepare to protect life and property.
Yeah, now's the time. I mean, if you really think about the situation now, I mean, you look at the center, but you start looking at some of these rain bands that are starting to reach the coastline from Pensacola and getting ever so closer to portions of Mobile and the coastline over here back towards even into places like Ocean Springs. So, I mean, if you think about the situation, the time is near. I mean, this is getting closer and closer. It's moving slow, but at the same time, you're still going to get the pounding rain and the storm surge will be coming in. We're already starting to see the water levels come up.
Storm surge potential, especially on the western side of Mobile Bay and over along the Mississippi coast. This is something that we saw with some of the storms that have hit us recently, especially Hurricane Katrina. The storm surge can be the most dangerous part. What are you expecting?
Yeah, just a very dangerous situation associated with the storm surge because of that slow movement. You just have more time to keep piling that water in. But listen to these values. I mean, Ocean Springs over to Dauphin Island, 6 to 9 foot of storm surge, peak storm surge, just a dangerous situation. And actually, the water's held up so long that could even be several tide cycles and waves. The waves are actually on top of these values. So Mobile Bay, 6 to 9 foot of storm surge, and even looking over towards Dauphin Island to the Florida border there, 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. That's dangerous. And you look at those values, it's not just on the coastline. You can get some water that goes inland as well. Grand Bay National Wildlife Refuge, and then going further to the east, you get into Mobile Bay. All these areas along the coast, the water comes in, and where that channel narrows, you can really get that water to really pile up, and all these little tributaries that drain the rainwater, they can fill up with storm surge. So everybody really has to be aware. The barrier islands and even inland, just watch the storm surge. Very dangerous situation.
Also, because it's moving slow, we are concerned about freshwater flooding. Talk a little bit more about rain totals and what we could see in southern Alabama and across the Panhandle.
Yeah, just some big time rainfall here if you think about it. I mean, the areas in pink, the potential 15 to 20 inches of rain. That includes coastal Alabama. So that's an incredible amount of rainfall. And you even get further north than that, 10 to 15 inches of rain. And you think about where this track's going to go, even portions of the central part of Alabama could see 6 to 10 inches of rain. So that's just an incredible amount of rainfall, dangerous situation. So where are those rain bands going to be? Even if the center is over here, you see these rain bands? We got to talk about consistently those storms racing along those rain bands, producing the potential for tornadoes, the potential for water spouts, and of course the potential for very, very heavy rainfall leading to flash flooding.
Ken Graham, Director of the National Hurricane Center, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll continue to track this dangerous weather system as it comes closer to our area slowly over the next several days.